The year 2024 marks a pivotal moment in our nation's history. On November 5th, Americans will head to the polls for the general election. This election will shape the future of our nation. It is a time for reflection, a time for decision, and most importantly, a time for action. Our nation stands at a crossroads. The choices we make in the voting booth will determine the course we chart for generations to come. We must remember the sacrifices made by those who came before us. Our forefathers fought bravely to establish this great nation on the principles of liberty, justice, and self-governance. They believed in the power of the people to determine their own destiny. This right to vote is not just a privilege, it is a sacred duty. It is a testament to the enduring strength of the American spirit. As we approach this election, let us remember the weight of history upon our shoulders. Let us honor the legacy of freedom bequeathed to us by those who sacrificed so much. Let us go forth with courage and conviction, determined to preserve the blessings of liberty for ourselves and for our posterity. The power to shape our nation's future lies in the hands of every American citizen. Your vote is your voice. It is the most powerful tool you possess to make a difference in your community and your country. When you cast your ballot, you are not just choosing a candidate, you are choosing the direction of our nation. Every election presents a choice. It is a choice between different visions for our country. It is a choice between competing values and priorities. The decisions made on election day have a direct impact on your daily life. They affect our schools, our economy, our healthcare, and our national security. The issues at stake in this election are too important to sit on the sidelines. Your voice deserves to be heard. Your vote has the power to make a difference. Don't let apathy or indifference silence your voice in the halls of power. Remember, our nation's future is not determined by those who stay home, but by those who exercise their right to vote. Voting is more than just a right. It is a profound responsibility. It is a civic duty that we owe to our forefathers, to our communities, and to future generations. When we cast our votes, we honor the sacrifices of those who came before us to secure this fundamental right. Our nation was founded on the belief that government derives its just powers from the consent of the governed. This means that the power of our government ultimately rests in the hands of the people. We, the people, have the power to choose our leaders and hold them accountable. We have the power to shape the policies that will impact our lives. This right to vote was not easily won. It was fought for on battlefields and in courtrooms. It was championed by countless men and women who believed in the promise of America. They understood that a government by the people and for the people requires the active participation of its citizens. The Founding Fathers understood that our republic is fragile. They knew that its survival depends on the active engagement of its citizens. As Benjamin Franklin famously said, "A republic, if you can keep it." We keep it by participating in the process of self-governance. We keep it by exercising our right to vote. Our system of government is designed to ensure that power remains in the hands of the people. But this system only works if we, the people, remain engaged. When we fail to vote, we allow a select few to make decisions that affect us all. We surrender our power and our voice in the political process. The strength of our republic lies not just in the wisdom of our Constitution, but in the spirit of our people. It lies in our willingness to engage in the hard work of self-governance. It lies in our commitment to upholding the principles of liberty and justice for all. Section 5. Be prepared, be informed, be engaged. As we approach the 2024 general election, it is our duty to be prepared, informed, and engaged citizens. This means taking the time to understand the issues, research the candidates, and make our voices heard. Start by registering to vote. Make sure you are registered at your current address and that you understand the deadlines and requirements in your state. You can find this information on your state's official election website or through reputable organizations like the League of Women Voters. Next, take the time to learn about the candidates and their positions on the issues. Read newspapers, watch debates, and visit candidate websites. Pay attention to their track records, their experience, and their vision for the future of our nation. Section 6. Your voice matters, make it heard. On November 5th, 2024, millions of Americans will head to the polls to cast their votes. This is our moment. This is our opportunity to make our voices heard. Let us not let this opportunity pass us by. Too often, we hear people say that their vote doesn't matter. They believe that their single vote won't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. But this is simply not true. Every vote counts. Every voice matters. History is filled with examples of elections being decided by a handful of votes. In close races, even a single vote can determine the outcome. Your vote is your voice, and your voice deserves to be heard. Section 7. Every vote counts, every voice matters. Imagine a nation where everyone who complains about the government actually took the time to vote. Imagine a nation where every eligible citizen exercised their right to have a say in how they are governed. That is the kind of nation we can be. Our vote is a precious gift, hard won by those who came before us. It is a testament to the power of the human spirit, the enduring belief that we, the people, have the right to determine our own destiny. Let us honor their sacrifice by making our voices heard. Remember, our nation's future is not predetermined. It is not etched in stone. It is a future that we, the people, have the power to shape. Section 8. Stand up, speak out, secure our future. My fellow Americans, the time for apathy is over. The time for complacency is past. The future of our nation is in our hands. Let us stand up, speak out, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and for generations to come. Let us go forth from this day with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. Let us embrace the responsibility that comes with being citizens of this great nation. Let us make our voices heard, not just in the voting booth, but in our communities, in our state houses, and in the halls of Congress. The future of our nation depends on it. This election is too important to ignore. Every vote counts, and the more votes that are cast, the less impactful any cases of fraud become. We know there is fraud and corruption in our elections. Those currently in power are not willing to lose the power they have and are willing to do anything to keep it. We need to make this election too big to rig. This is not about one candidate or one party. This is about the integrity of our election process. Our future depends on a fair and transparent election. Let us come together, united in our resolve to safeguard our republic. The power is in our hands. The responsibility is ours. Make your voice heard. Vote with conviction. Vote for the future you believe in. Trump 2024.